Hi, welcome back. Tammy here from Tammy's Unique Design, and if you're new, welcome. Today, what I want to do is I'm going to make this blanket. It has 20 panels, and I'm going to make it for my dad for Father's Day. So if you're interested in watching this, let's get started. I went to Silhouette Studio, and I'm just going to design the blanket just so I can see what it looks like before I make it. So what I'm going to do, I came in here and I zoomed out because I'm not really going to use this one. I'm going to come to the left, and I'm going to grab a rectangle. And I'm going to just go like this, and then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to size it. See this little line right here? That's what I'm going to go into. So the width is going to be 40, and the height is going to be 60. And then we're just going to zoom out so we can see it. Okay. And I'm going to come over here again, and I'm going to grab another rectangle. And then I'm going to come up here again, and I'm going to size that to be 8 by 10. And that will be the size of my picture I'm going to use. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this square and I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to duplicate it until I have 4 of them. Okay, I'll just align them. I'll go up here, right here, and I'm going to align them. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to group these. And then I'm going to bring them in here and I'm going to duplicate them until I have 5 rows. And that will be like my blanket. Okay. Now in here, when I get them, I'm going to go onto them again and I'm going to ungroup them. So that way the pictures will go in each square by themselves. I just grouped them to make it easier to bring them over. Go on each one and ungroup them. I do by right clicking on each one and just ungroup them. I'm not sure if there's other ways. I'm still learning in Silhouette Studio. I'm kind of teaching myself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my pictures out, and all you have to do now is just take them and drop them into the square that you want it to go into. And then by doing that, you can kind of see how you want your blanket to look. And you just keep placing different pictures, in each square. Don't go into the background. I'm going to make that smaller. So we delete that one. You got to make sure, just don't go to the background. You got to get it in the square, not in the background. And yeah, just keep placing them until. And this is just for to viewing purposes. It's not you have to do this to make the blanket. It's just so you can kind of design it. Just keep doing that, and then you'll see how your blanket will look. And you can move them around, and you could, that way you can do it like this. Okay. So and then, all right. So let's get ready to go make the blanket. Hi. So I tried one out first because I wanted to see if I needed to cut the pictures down just a little bit, and I didn't know if they were going to show up here, and they did. So I'm going to cut each picture down 1/4 of an inch on each side. So the paper is 8.5 by 11, and the squares are, I already forgot again. The squares are, where are they? Anyway, 7.5 by 10. So I'm going to cut all the pictures down 1/4 of an inch. So I have quite a few pictures to put down. So let's see. I'm only going to do one square at a time. I don't want to rush it because I don't really want to mess up. So I'm just going to I'm going to push it all the same way. And I'm going to lint roll it, and then I'm going to do a pre-press. And when you do spray it, I noticed, I tried it yesterday, you have to make sure you spray away, because if you spray too close, it makes marks on it. So you have to spray it away. And then it makes it a little sticky, and then it holds it down. Especially if you're going to move it around. I'm not really moving it. But if it's something that you are like going to pick up and move, it helps. I might not have to do it on this because I'm not really moving it. But I'm trying it so I don't have to use tape. Because the other blanket I used tape and there was tape marks all over it. And I was thinking, like on the video I did with between the yellow tape. Remember, I did a video with between Cricut tape and the other heat tape, and then the other heat tape you left marks, yellow marks on the white shirt. So I'm thinking maybe you could use this so you wouldn't have to use the heat tape, so there would be no marks. Just trying different things out. We'll see what happens. Right now I'm doing 400 for 60 seconds, and we'll see how that works out. See, they're coming out very dark, so I'm not really liking it. I mean, I'll still make the whole blanket, but I'm not really liking it. Yeah, the lines are smaller, but I can't believe how dark it's coming out. I mean, I'll just keep going along. Finish is sticky. I'm gonna use gloves when I use that. I don't do that. It's making me very sticky. Oh, I didn't even use the parchment paper. Oh, do I need more? So I'm gonna put this down. I don't even think I'm gonna use that. I don't think I really need it. This isn't really moving. I just wanted to try it, but really isn't moving. Oh, let's forget my steps here. Thinking about too much stuff here. I'm not really gonna give it a press because it's pretty warm. Put where I want it. I'm gonna get my paper here. I was using butcher paper, but I was told to use parchment paper. I'm going to do that. Well, it was a lot cheaper. You can get it at the dollar store. So let's try that. Very disappointed. This is a lot of work cutting all these out. I mean, printing all these, but live and learn. We'll make another one, see how it comes out. Yeah, so my 27, my other printer, what was it, 7720, I just had so much problems with that since I got it. Oh, I changed it to Sublimation printer, the cartridges didn't work, then I went and got the ink thing that goes on the side, and that worked, and then it fell, and I ended up with ink all over my room, and then the paper's always got jammed in it, and then the other day I was trying to unjam the paper and it fell over and there's ink all over my rug. I don't know, it's a mess. And then, I don't know, now it's in the hall and I don't know, I can't get the ink thing to work again, so I gave up and I bought the Epson 1500 because the Eco Tank ones that you just pour in are way easier. My other one works great, and I don't want to have to keep dealing with this. So, it's too much to deal with. Let me turn it this way. I have that underneath it. Is that anything to do with it, you think? I don't think so. I think it's the pictures are very dark. get the corners are pre-pressed because they're the ones that are, the corners are very wrinkled because you have the underneath is very like, underneath is makes it big, like loose. Let's do that little pre-press right there for a minute. So the back end's loose. It shows in the corners, it shows up. I don't want that wrinkle. Hot. Sure it's going the right way. And even so, you still see the little lines around it. I guess you can't help that. At least they're not as big. Just want to make sure they're all in there. Oh, where's my... So what kind of ink do you guys like? Do you guys use Cosmo? Have you guys used the koala ink? What's your favorite inks? Let me know. It'd be interesting to find out what other people use. I mean, I've used a koala ink before and I liked it, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it's the settings, the print settings. I don't know. Okay, last one. Whew. All right. The whole blanket is done. Let's see, you guys can't see the whole thing, it's so big. Let's see if you guys can go up a little bit. Here's the whole blanket. Here's the all of it. I know it's big. Okay, this is it. So if you like what you're seeing here, hit the like button. If you want to see my videos again, hit the subscribe. I love having you guys. I love making stuff. That's why I'm here. If you want, like I said before, if you have anything you want me to do, put it in the comments. I love to try different things. It's not only sublimation, so I'll be back.